Okay, I have a thought. So we've always said we want a safe world. We want a safe world where peace, where there is no chaos, where there is no thugging, where there is no, raping, there is no murdering, there is no hypocrisy, there is no lies, there is no corruption, there's nothing. And I think for me, I think that's an illusion. Because if you look at it, came the year 1500 when people at that time, when people who were living at that time dreamt of maybe say a few years, that thing, that peace, that a state of harmony and coexistence would exist harmoniously. That state would, like they dreamt, maybe say for them who are in 1500, they would say, let's say in 2000 that would be achievable. But then came 2000 and that has not yet been achieved. Like in totality, peace in totality, it cannot be achieved. And for me, I think it will. I don't think we will ever get there. A state where any girl can walk in the middle of the night and nothing happens to her, or a young man walks in the middle of the night and is not robbed off, or is not lured into something which he did not propose to. I think that is an illusion. Maybe better ways of surviving will not be an illusion, but dreaming of a world where peace exists in totality, no. I think we just want safer ways of surviving, because if we wanted as a world where, yani imagine hakuna wizi, there is no theft, nothing, no vices existing. That can only happen if we do not exist, because we are the only ones who create these vices. Hmm? Because even if there are good people who try to eradicate these things, or yeah, they live their lives of they dedicate their lives to killing these vices and getting rid of them. But then come the negative ones, and as I think, I'm open to being corrected. I am open to being corrected, but I feel like the negative will always overshadow the effects of the good ones, because the good ones do not survive. And survival in its word, it always means eradicate, like get rid of this so that this one stays in existence. So you see, so even if this generation tries to there will be people, people will be born, because came the year 1400, has been the year 2000. The world is not yet there. It's just the same way. You know, these vices, this theft, murdering, raping. It starts when a child is young. It starts from a childhood, depending on the environment too, and the values that a child has grown seeing. So if a child does not get to change that vice that he has grown seeing, it will grow into teenagehood, into adulthood. And if he does not get the mind of solving it on its own, the will and the urge to solve it on its own, for him to provide himself a better world, it will go into the hierarchy, it will grow into the chain. And his kids, the way they say, our parents say, zari fimiziri, generation, seeds of generation to generation, it will grow, and it will, you cannot, I don't think it, unless it's for an individual to take it upon himself to correct that thing, which at times the ones who are in control will overtake him, because at the end of the day, we do we get to rule ourselves? Do we get to tell ourselves, I can go here and I do that 100%? Because for me, I think are we really like in control of ourselves? Like, because because even if you think that you are mighty, there will always be somebody who is, look at that bird. There will always be somebody who is mightier than you. If you think you are smart and you can do it on your own, there will always be somebody who is smarter than you and who is trying his level best to survive so that he can take you out of the game. So in the end, if a person was to have peace, that peace which we all are dreaming of, it's either you are the world has driven you crazy such that you have nothing to lose. You do not care. The world has driven you crazy, so crazy that your only hope for survival is you and your hope, nothing else. Like you've been broken down such that there's nothing to live for, only to survive. Hmm? Or say you go in solitude and I don't know, you get a grip of yourself and you practice presentness, being present in the moment. Because I think the only thing that gives you peace is being present in the moment. Mm? So then you follow your principles and you abide by them. No matter what the compromise, you abide by them. And that means you are not able to be controlled by external events. Because I believe for as long as we are trying to get a safer world, as which we have, which it is the 100% goal for humanity. Let me say humanity, because at the end of the day, even if we give birth to children, we would want them to exist in an environment where there is harmony. So what was I saying? So if you wanted that, yet there are external events happening which you cannot control. Sometimes you think you are in control, but there's someone more powerful than you. So if you can be controlled by an external environment, if an external event has an influence on you, you cannot say you are ruling yourself in a way. And if you are not ruling yourselves, how can you expect to get safe? Huh? And these things, it starts from an individual, an individual perspective or an individual experience. I think we just want better ways of surviving. We do not want a better way of. We do not. We say we want a safe world, but are we working towards it, or are we being realistic? Maybe better ways, because over the years there have been better ways of handling things. Technology has come, and with it have come the negative impacts. So are we being eluded? And there are many ways of surviving, by the way. And I think we've been naturally handled with survival tactics. We have them. So it's every man for himself. Mhm. So it's every man for himself. And the survival techniques are many: intelligence, gifts, skills. So you cannot, I don't think you can be like fully percent good or fully percent nice and have it all. So I don't, no, I just don't think so. So at times the world will drive you to spaces of insanity just for breath, just for breath, like, hey, because if you look at it, what's the difference between now and then? The wars are here, hunger is here, rape, murder, poison, you know, all the vices, they are here. The ones that were there, they are also here. It is just that we've developed with human intelligence, with what we've developed better ways of curbing them, but they will never end. That is the thing, they will never end. I don't think, no, okay, I am not going to say I they will never end. I do not put a conclusion to that because I do not know of the future or of the unseen, but that is just my thought. Because, going by what is apparent, it's hard. It's really, really hard until I believe we will get there when every individual takes it upon himself to create a better environment. Not even for your neighbor, not even for your brother or sister, just for yourself. Because then if you are able to live, in oneness within yourself, it's easier for you to transmit that than when you're doing it for people and you're not doing, and there is full void in your existence, like we're doing it for people. At the end of the day, we all are selfish. Everything we are doing it, in as much as we think we are doing it for people, it is for our own happiness. So if we all stay in a state of loving and wanting peace for our own selves, so so if it is like that, if I would say, if I had a space and I practice kitchen gardening, I put my vegetables there, I eat, and then I give my neighbor that. If you look at a village, if I do that and everybody does that, then that village or that community would have solved a little bit of hunger. So I don't know if you get the point, but okay, the food is just an analogy, the vegetables is just an analogy. But if that could be possible, because then or maybe it takes a community to push themselves, people with the same people with the same goals, people with the same objectives for them, people with the same objectives of helping each other grow, by which they start from within themselves, and by which they start from themselves and they help. But hey, okay, look at this present world. I know communities exist. I've lived in places where we help each other, but in the same environment, I've seen people, bad people trying to overshadow the good positive deeds of some people who are innocent, and you're like, guy. So I don't know, me, I just think it's an illusion. Me naonanga tu ni illusion, or maybe it is what I've experienced. It is from my observation. It's from what I've experienced. It's from my observations or my thoughts or my little knowledge of the world that I've lived for my little years. So maybe with the time, with time, with old age, with maybe say 10 years from now, I might be able to change my thoughts. I don't know. But as for now, that is my thought. I don't think there will ever be a world where peace exists 100% total, where I can go to any part of the world, say America, say Australia, or whichever, and I find zero cases of rape, zero cases of zero theft, zero cases of murder, racism, tribalism, whatever. I don't think there will ever be. The better ways will come, but the totality, it's an illusion we've been eluded into, I think. So